In the first and second parts of this series, we covered 32 groundbreaking technologies shaping 2026. But the story doesn't end there. Innovation never sleeps, and neither does the force driving it forward. Welcome back to NextoSphere, where we explore the bleeding edge of human progress. Today, we're diving into 15 more inventions that will define how we live, work, and connect in the very near future. These aren't distant dreams, they're developments happening right now, reshaping reality faster than most people realize. Let's get straight into it. Number 15, Generative AI 2.0. Generative AI is moving into a new phase that many researchers believe will define how work looks in 2026. Early models mostly generated text or images. Generative AI 2.0 can operate across text, images, audio, video, and code in the same workflow and respond to real-time data instead of pre-written prompts. These systems can analyze charts, summarize spreadsheets, write software, and even help model scientific problems. Companies in biotech, product design, and manufacturing are already testing it for protein modeling, prototype development, and automation planning. By 2026, the biggest shift is expected to be that generative AI isn't just a creator, it's a collaborative problem solver across multiple industries. Number 14, 5G expansion and emerging 6G pilots. 5G is already rolled out across major cities, but 2026 will be the phase where it becomes normal instead of new. Countries like the United States, Japan, and South Korea are expanding nationwide coverage, especially in rural regions. Meanwhile, early 6G research has started. In 2023, Japanese researchers demonstrated experimental wireless transmission speeds above 100 gigabits per second in controlled tests. Nokia, Samsung, and academic labs announced 6G hardware prototypes, and the International Telecommunication Union began early discussions needed for global standards. Commercial deployment is still years away, but 2026 will show more research demonstrations for ultra-fast wireless networks that could revolutionize connectivity once again. Number 13, AI-native development and AI supercomputing platforms. Software development is changing fast. In 2024, Cognition Labs introduced Devin, an AI agent that could create websites, debug code, and deploy real projects with minimal human input. OpenAI and Google are training models to handle entire development life cycles, not just single tasks. At the same time, companies are building supercomputers designed specifically for AI. According to reporting outlets like the Wall Street Journal, Microsoft and OpenAI are planning a next-generation AI data center referred to as Stargate, expected later this decade. NVIDIA's latest data center chips are pushing record training speeds. In short, coding is slowly turning into supervising. Number 11, agentic AI and autonomous agents. For years, AI could only respond. Now it can act. Agentic AI systems can plan tasks, execute steps, and check their own work. AutoGPT, Devin, and similar tools can search the web, organize data, produce reports, and hand back results without someone guiding every step. Companies are training agents to manage onboarding, schedule meetings, and handle customer support. In finance and logistics, autonomous agents are already running simulations and making decisions with minimal oversight. Instead of asking a chatbot for ideas, businesses are starting to delegate entire workflows. The shift from reactive to proactive AI is one of the most significant developments of this decade. Number 11, AI governance and regulation. There's a reason governments are paying attention. In 2023, the European Union approved the AI Act, one of the first major legal frameworks aimed at regulating high-risk AI systems. The United States announced an executive order focusing on safety testing and transparency. Countries including the UK, Canada, and Japan began drafting policies that require clearer data usage, model disclosure, and consumer protection. Major companies also created internal safety boards and partnerships designed to prevent misuse. No one knows exactly what AI laws will look like in 2026, but one thing is clear: regulation is no longer theoretical. It's actively being written and enforced. Number 10. Multi-agent systems. A single AI model can do a task, but a whole group of AIs working together can run an entire workflow. This is where multi-agent systems come in. Researchers are training multiple AI models to communicate, divide work, and verify each other's output. In 2024, several labs demonstrated multi-agent simulations where different AIs negotiated, solved puzzles, and corrected each other's mistakes. Some companies are using this approach for customer service, logistics planning, and financial analysis. Instead of one chatbot doing everything, you might have an AI team handing tasks off like coworkers. The future of AI isn't singular, it's collaborative. Number 9. Preemptive cybersecurity and AI security platforms. Cyber attacks are getting faster, more automated, and harder to spot with traditional tools. By 2026, security systems are expected to rely heavily on AI that monitors networks in real time and reacts before an attack spreads. The FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center has reported thousands of ransomware-related complaints in recent years, showing how quickly these threats are scaling. To keep up, companies are training cybersecurity models on massive data sets to recognize unusual behavior instantly. Some platforms can quarantine files automatically, isolate a compromised device, or alert entire networks within seconds. The focus is shifting from reacting after a breach to stopping it as it happens. Number 8. Confidential computing. Data privacy is no longer just about storage. Confidential computing protects information while it's being processed. Instead of exposing raw data to servers or cloud systems, the data stays encrypted inside secure hardware environments. Companies like Google, Microsoft, Intel, and AMD are building chips that support this approach. It's especially important for industries like finance and healthcare, where sensitive data cannot be shared freely. The goal is simple. Even if someone had access to the machine running the computation, the data would still be unreadable. It's one of the most practical answers to growing privacy concerns in a hyper-connected world. Number 7. Low-code and no-code platforms. Low-code and no-code platforms are becoming a practical solution for businesses that need software without hiring large engineering teams. According to Gartner, an estimated 75% of new enterprise applications will rely on low-code or no-code by 2026. Companies are using these tools to build customer portals, automate workflows, and update CRM systems without waiting months for development. Many organizations report faster turnaround times, reduced IT backlogs, and lower development costs because non-technical teams can build simple apps while engineers focus on complex work. Low-code is becoming a standard part of digital transformation rather than a temporary trend. Number 5. Internet of Things and Edge Computing. Billions of devices are connecting to the Internet every year. Sensors are showing up in factories, farms, power grids, and even grocery stores. Cities are testing traffic lights that adjust in real time, and warehouses use sensors to track inventory without manual scanning. Instead of sending everything to cloud servers, more processing is happening on the edge, which means right inside the device. Companies like Amazon, NVIDIA, and Qualcomm build chips that let cameras, robots, or vehicles make decisions locally. The benefit is speed. If a system can analyze data on the spot, it doesn't have to wait for a distant server to respond. This is critical for autonomous systems and real-time operations. Number 4. Quantum computing advances. Quantum computing is moving from theory toward practical experimentation, and by 2026, many of the gains are expected to come from reliability rather than raw speed. Researchers have focused on stabilizing qubits, improving error correction, and scaling systems so they can handle more complex work. Companies like IBM, Google, IonQ, and academic labs are building larger processors and exploring hybrid systems that combine classical and quantum hardware. These setups are being tested for chemistry simulations, optimization problems, and secure communication. The core question is no longer whether quantum computers can work, but how soon they can solve real scientific and industrial tasks that are out of reach for traditional machines. Number 2, virtual reality and augmented reality everywhere. VR and AR aren't just for gaming anymore. Companies are testing headsets for surgery, training, remote collaboration, design work, and education. Some museums already offer AR tours that overlay information onto real exhibits. Lightweight AR glasses are starting to show captions, alerts, and navigation. In 2024, several companies at CES demonstrated mixed reality systems that combined virtual screens with real environments. The goal is simple. Instead of staring at a phone, digital information would appear directly in your field of view. VR and AR won't replace screens overnight, but they're becoming part of everyday tools instead of just entertainment. Number 2, biotechnology innovations in agriculture and medicine. Biotechnology is progressing fast in labs, hospitals, and farms. Researchers are using genetic analysis, advanced sensors, and AI to study diseases, customize treatments, and improve crops. Some labs are exploring how gene-based research can help detect certain illnesses earlier. In agriculture, precision farming tools help measure soil and predict crop health. Drug discovery is another major focus. Teams are using computational models to study proteins and test potential treatments digitally before experiments even start. These advances are driven by faster computing, better data, and tools that let scientists explore questions that used to take years. Biotechnology is no longer just research, it's becoming practice.